Hi, Constance.
Hello.
Hello. How are you? I have in front of me the images of the four works on paper that I would love to discuss. And I was thinking maybe to start with the work with Fiona. Fiona, with her hand on her heart and a cold glass of Pouilly Fumé, by the thundering camping wagon of Werner Ritter at Lovenbroek.
Yes, from 2017, I began painting. Well, actually, it started with seeing a dear friend of mine again. And I had this moment where I felt I really want to remember this conversation. And I took a snapshot and I painted it immediately when I came home. And I started then doing that a bit as a practice and like as a extension of my diary almost. And I thought it was just for me, so I kept it secret for a really long time. If you would hire a biographer, they would probably see connections between my life and my interests. But I have kept a bit of a distance, and also I've usually pulled a lot from history, literature, and also pulled from like many different expressions and making total installations and all these things. So it's like some of the paintings are snapshot, some are live painted, and I even started after COVID to sometimes paint live with WhatsApp or Zoom or whatever. As long as there's a necessity, then I think it becomes a good painting. So it's not necessarily about it being live or not, but about the feeling that I have to do this. Yeah. People that believe in magic find many more signs in their life, you know, like, oh, I feel that I'm doing this all the time also, like, you know, looking for clues or traces or magic or stories, and certainly also pulling out maybe even more than what's there sometimes as well. It feels like it almost could be, could be there in a way. Which marks that come down, it's not only about like capturing like a reality, but actually capturing an aura. I constantly make mind maps, I write down things and stuff, and I always find connections, and I always find a bigger picture. And even if I sometimes think, oh, the next exhibition will be completely cut off from the rest, I'm doing completely new things, everything is different. No, it's always, it's a universe. So
was there any links, as we say, or any why behind the choice of these four drawings for the show, which is Amelia, Charles, Fiona, and Willem? Like when Sophia Stanley, the curator, invited you to the show, how did you bring this group of friends together?
They were all painted around the same period of time, and sometimes it happens that there are chapters of these portraits. So if you would choose one from 3 years ago and then one from a month ago, they wouldn't necessarily match as well, because there's something happening, and even in the palette and in the strokes and how quick it is and this and that. And, you know, there are some very vivid portraits that were done in the beginning of moving to Berlin, with like people in taxis going to clubs and after Berghain and all of this kind of bohemian fun stuff. And then I have some portraits that are like really sad people in Stockholm. I mean, I wouldn't want them together. You know? There are a lot of things, elements colliding somehow to become one expression and not the other.
So would you like to share the location of each of these drawings? Mention that, for example, Fiona is in Paris, the image, the snapshot, and Willem with coffee, where would that be from?
He's in Stockholm.
Amelia Webb?
She was in London. She's definitely part of this very expressive group of people in London.
Okay.
Like Charles Jeffrey and some of these fashion designers. And like she's definitely part of a very like exciting, vivid, queer scene. I feel that with time, I will have documented also some underground and overground people that will definitely say something about our time right now as well.
And how about Charles and the giant green door?
Yeah, he was also in Paris. Yeah, also he's also kind of in the art world and always well-dressed and very specific person. Yeah, very sweet and specific person. I think it's important to like show up, go to external places. I love the opera, I love the cinema, I love to see dance, I love performativity and dressing up for oneself and for each other and like kind of elevating how we are being together. And I think something else happens in the social where we can think higher thoughts and care about each other and interact on a higher level than if we're just at home.